Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed manage video part of this project. If you have not seen that video, just go to description and check out the link. In this video, first we are going to fix a small issue in the backend and then we are going to work on the video list part. So let's start with that. So let's open your IntelliJ code and you have to go to the video controller. And in the video controller, we have a API which is put API, and in this one we have update video by admin, this API. Inside this one we have this one, right? So you have to go to the update video by admin and you have to go to the service. So basically you have to go to the video service impl.java file, and in that we have this particular method. And in this you see, right, we have setting multiple things, but in this one we forget to set one field, which is dot set published, this one. So whenever someone is changed the status of published, it is not getting updated. So that we just need to fix it over here, and that we can do it easily by just writing here that request video request dot is published. And yeah, that's it. And then we have to just restart our backend services, and here you can see it's restarting. It will take a couple of minutes to restart. So let's move to the UI part now. And here first we have to go to the service folder. So in the shared we have service folder, right click and open integrated terminal, and then we have to generate generate service utility service and press enter. And then we have to write a code basically to format our day time, hours and all those which we are showing in the video. So utility service inside this one, and here we have format duration. So for this basically it will be used, and in this one we are expecting seconds, and it should be either number or it will be undefined, and it should be return a string type of value, so string. And if seconds are not exist, in that case is nan, this one. And then in the seconds then we have to return 00 time, so 0 it should be in single quotes, so 0 0 0 and put semicolon. And then we have const hours and math dot floor, and then seconds slash 3600, and then const mins and math dot flow and seconds modulus and 3600. And then we are going to also one more bracket here, we have to parenthesis, we have to start, and over here we have to just divide by 60. And after that const seconds and math dot floor, and then we have seconds and modulus 60. Then we'll get the time. Okay, so let me format this. And after this, if its hours are less than, or sorry, greater than 0, then we have to return different or else return different. So return this symbol, and then we have to dollar and hours dot to string, and then dot pad start and sorry 2 comma and then 0. And after that this close curly bracket, and then we have to pass the next variable, and it should be the same thing, we have to just copy paste. So I'm just going to copy over here this part and paste it over here, and we have to just change here this variable mins means minute, and then again this symbol, and then paste it again, and the last one is basically is to seconds, so this one, and then at the end put a semicolon over here, and if hours does not exist, so in that case we are just going to copy paste this one and we are going to remove the hour. So this is the part we have to remove it from here. So like this. So if hour is exist, then we are going to send it in this format, and otherwise we are going to just send minute and second to the UI. Fine. Just save this. Now we have to generate a component. So if you see, this is shared folder, right? Inside we have component. So right click on this one, open integrated terminal, and then we have to write ng generate component and video player. Okay, it's behaving quite weird whenever I hover the mouse. Okay, so just remove from that side. Okay, ng generate video player and press enter, and you can see a component is created. We are not going to write the code related to video player in this video because it's so many lines of the code is there. So we are going to just try to complete, or we will complete just video list part. Okay, so after this creating the component, now we have to move to the dialog services. So go to the services, we have a dialog service. So go to the dialog service, scroll down, and in this one here we have to write like to open that particular dialog or the video dialog we have just generated, we have to open that one. So open video player, and here video of type any, and it should return mat dialog reference, and then we have to return video player, this one, and then curly bracket, and here we have to just write return this dot dialog dot open, and here video player and comma curly bracket, and then we have to pass the data video type, and then dot dialog config dot video player. So here we have to write like this. So this will be exactly similar to what we have this one. We have to just pass this video as a data over here, and that's it. Now let's delete this one because the component is generated, video player is ready. Now we have to get back to our this one video list.ts file, and in this one basically we have to write the code related to showing all the videos. So here paged videos, and it could be of any type, and this one loading false, and then loading more false, and search query, and after that we have to write the code related to page size. So by default the page size I'm setting is to 10. So like whenever we change the page right from 0 to 1, so it will be the 10, on each API call we'll get the 10. Okay, and then we have this current page is set to 0 by default, and then we have total pages which are set to 0, and total elements is equals to 0, and hash more videos is equals to true by default. And then we have also need to show the stats, which is total videos is 0, and published videos is 0, and then total duration seconds is equals to 0, and then we also need to get the data. So data is equals to new mat table data source and it is of type any, and then we have not this parenthesis, and then we have this square bracket and this. And we already import this dialog services, so few more we have to import it over here. So comma private, and then notification and notification service, and then private video service, and it should be video service, this one. And then private, this is public, we have to make it as util services because that can be used directly on the HTML part also. So I'm just making as media as well as util service as a public. So public and utility service as utility service, this one, and public media service, and over here media service, this one, and dialog service we already are using it, right? So just save this, and after that we have to implement over here implements on init, and then we have to just import over here ng on init. And in this one basically we have to create two methods, which is load, and here we have to just create two methods, which is load, and we also need to create one more method which will be load statics basically. So, and these two methods, whenever we load the page, right, we need to call these two methods. So just write here the logic. So this dot load stats, this over this one, and paste it. So when on nginit, whenever page load, this two method is called, and this one is to get the 10 records, first 10 records, and this one is to get the stats. Now before moving forward, we also need to write a logic basically to, like, when we are going to be, like, when we first see the 10 record, right, and user scroll to the bottom of the page, so we have to call the next 10 records. So that logic we are going to write here. So here we have to write @host listen, this one, and in this one window, and then we have scroll, and on scroll, then we have void. Over here const scroll position, and window dot page y offset plus window dot inner height, then const page height, and the document element dot scroll height over here. And then if scroll position is greater than equals to page height, and not this one, there should be no space between these two, and then we have page height and minus 200, and this dot load more is true, and this dot loading not loading, and this dot hash more videos. In that case we have to call a method, and that method basically is used to get load more data. So this will be load more videos, and this one here we need to create, and this method we are going to call it from here. So this dot load more videos. So this logic is basically responsible to, okay, if we reach at the bottom of the page, automatically it will call the next 10 record, or by calling the API. So, and after that we have to write the logic in the load. So just go over here, and in this one this dot loading, not this one, loading is equals to true, and then this dot current page is equals to 0, and this dot page videos which are set to be resets, and then we have const search, then this dot search query dot trim. I just want to remove some unwanted spaces from start or end, trim, or we have to just pass the undefined. And let me scroll this one, and then we have this dot video service dot get all admin videos, and this dot current page, and this dot page size comma search, and then we have to subscribe to this one, and curly brackets and over here, and put semicolon over here, and inside this one here we have to write next, and response any type, and then here we have to write like this dot page videos, and then we'll get the response dot content, and this dot total elements, and response dot total elements, and this dot total pages, so total pages, and here we have to get response dot total pages, and this dot current page and response dot number, and this dot hash more video. Okay, so it will be like a boolean function, right? A boolean variable, right? So it will validate it or check it from here. So if this dot current page is like this dot total pages pages -1, in that case it will return the true or false. Then we have this dot data, and then this dot paged videos, and this dot loading, or not this one, loading is set to false. And after that we have to write like error, and here error, and in this one basically we have to just loading more videos we are going to set as false, and then we also need to import that import the service, basically over here error handler service, so private and error handler service, and here we have to just write error handler service, this one we need to import. Let's get back over here. So we are getting some kind of error over here, error this dot loading is boolean assigned to the void. Okay, this is a method. Okay, so we don't need to call the method, we have to just loading more. I want this one to be set to the false, and also if we want to show the error, so error handler dot handle, and in this one whatever the error is here, I'm just want to pass it over here, and here we have to just write the message failed to load more videos, and just save this. After that here if you see, right, this dot data, I don't think we are using this one, I've just noticed this one, so I just comment this one. We don't need this mat table data source, and over here also just comment this for now. Okay, I don't think we are going to use it, so just comment it. Then if required we'll uncomment this one, but for now just comment. And after this loading, if you want in the error section you want to add the console log, you can just do it, but I'm just leaving it for now. And if inside the load more videos, now we have to write the logic so that it whenever we have to call the next call, right, the API. So this dot loading more, or this dot hash more videos, then not as then we have to just return, and this dot loading more is equals to true, and after that const next page, is equals to this dot current page plus 1 and const search and this dot search query dot trim or undefined this dot video service dot get all admin videos next page and this dot page size and search, and then we have to subscribe. And over here next response any, and after that over here this dot paginated with paged videos, and in this one we have to pass or add the append these values what we have. So this dot paged videos and then dot response dot content. So it will just append those values and this dot current page and then response dot number and this dot hash more videos. So we have to also need to check. So we have to again this dot current page, this one, this dot total pages -1. So we will just validate once again, and this dot loading more and set to false. And in error we are going to just copy paste from the load more over this part of the code. I'm just going to copy and here put a comma and then paste it over here. Let me format this and fail to load more videos. That's a message we can add it over here, which is perfect, and error will handle everything, right? So no need to change anything. So this is logic related to load more videos. And if I go to the UI, right, and if I open the network tab and if I go to and if I refresh the page, it should call the API here. You can see, right, admin and everything. So it's returning me total 2 records. If we see the payload, right, we are passing the page 0 and size 10, and in the payload it's going same thing, and in response we are getting these values, these 2 records. Okay, so now get back to the VS code, and now let's write this one, and here this dot video service dot get stats by admin and then subscribe, and over here we have to just write stats and any type, and after that curly bracket likely, and this dot total videos is equals to stats dot total videos, and this dot published video and stats dot published videos, and this dot total durations in seconds and stats dot total duration, and then this will be called over here. Let's save this. Let's try to just check in the UI. Let's open the network tab. It's like able to call those get those informations or not. So if I call refresh this, you can see we are getting this API, and you can see we are getting the response. Total videos are this, published videos this, total duration is this much. So it means that we are able to call this API and we are able to extract the information over here. After that, the next method will be to on search change. This method will be called so event, and for this event we don't need to import anything and it's not going to return anything, so just make it as void. And then we have const input and event dot target as HTML input elements, and this dot search query and input dot value, and this dot current page is set to 0, and this dot load. And after that, this clear, and whenever the clear, we also want to clear the search, right? So clear search, and this dot search query like this, and this dot current page is equals to 0, and this dot load like this. And then we have to call it whenever any user click on the particular card. In that case, we need to show the play method will be called, which is responsible to call that open the player. So this dot dialog service dot open video player, and in this video player we are going to just pass the video object. And after this, we have to write the logic related to create a new one. So we already have this particular one, and in this one we have to write dialog reference dot after closed, and then we have to subscribe to this dot subscribe, and then response, and in the response, if response are there, then this dot load, and one more method, this dot load stats, this need to be called. So this method will be called whenever someone is upload a new video, right? And in the same way, whenever going to edit any video, so edit, I'm just going to write here, and in this one I'm expecting a video object, and the logic inside this one I'm just going to copy paste over here and paste it over here again, and just format this. Here we have to write edit first, and then comma, and then the video we have to pass the object what we have. And other logics will be remain same, like dialog reference after close response, and if response is there, then load or load stats. So this will be the remain same. Then we have to write the logic related to remove, and in this one video any type, and in this one here this dot dialog service, then we have open confirm dialog, this one we need to call this one. And in this one, as we remember, like we have multiple things we have to pass, like title, message, confirmation text, and these things, right? So we are going to pass it one by one. So delete video question mark and comma, and here are you sure you want to delete, and then here we have to put a variable that you want to show. So I'm just going to, okay, let's make it as double quotes, not double quotes, the different symbol, this one, and just above the tab one this symbol exists, and over here in double quotes we just write here dollar curly brackets, and here video dot title, and inside this one just after double quotes then we have this question mark, and this action cannot be undone. This is the message we want to show to the user, and then we have comma, and then we have delete, and then we have cancel, and then we have danger icon, so danger, and after this we have to subscribe to this, and then we have response, and in this one this if response exists, in that case we have to write the logic to delete it. So otherwise we are just not going to do anything. Okay, so in if we have to write the logic, so this dot loading is set to true, and this dot video service dot delete video, this one, and here video dot id will be there, and dot subscribe to this, and then curly bracket and next, and we are not expecting anything response, so just make it as bracket, and this dot notification service dot success, and we just write video or deleted successfully, and this dot load, and this dot load stats, this one, and then we have this error that need to be handled. So I'm just going back over here. See, load more videos, we have this part, so I'm just going to copy paste over here, scroll back, and just after this next we have this error. I'm just going to format this, and this dot here we have to change this to loading, because the loading we are using it over here. Loading is set to false, and here we have to just pass, okay, failed to delete video, please try again. So this is the message we need to show to the user, and yeah, this is all like we have related to the delete button. Now move to the next method of this one, and that will be toggle publish. So there's a button, right? So we can move publish and unpublish the particular video. So for that, so just write toggle publish, and in this one event of type any, comma, video any, and in this one, and here const dot new published state, and in this one basically we have to get the value, so event dot checked, and in this one basically from here I'm expecting that okay, whatever the value is there, I will just get it, and as per that I will just send it to the backend. So this dot video service dot set published by admin, this one, and in this one video dot id is expected and new published status, and then we have to subscribe to this, and over here let's put a semicolon over here, and in this one video dot published, and in this one new published state, this one, and okay, we are getting some kind of error which is okay, so not here, basically remove this one, we forget to write next, and then we have response, and then in this one here we have to write video dot published, and then new published state, and then this dot notification dot success, and then we have to write like this, and video and space dollar, and then we have to write like video dot published, and then question mark, then single quotes and published, and then we have this is ternary operator, basically on that basis if it is true then show the published or unpublished, so message will be changed, and after this we have to, okay, this should be not be closed over here, it should be closed over at just after this one, so here single quotes and close this. Okay, so let's check once again. So here it will start the bracket, this one, not bracket, this one, this symbol you can see here, video, then we have video published, and if it is true then we are going to show this publish or unpublish, and after this curly bracket we have to just write successfully, and put semicolon, and this dot load stats, we need to call this one because on that basis we want to change the value, because we are just showing the published one data, and so after that comma, and again the error we have to just copy it from here, copy this one and paste it over here. Let me format this one, and this start okay, not loading, so I'm just going to remove this part code, and here we have to write video dot publish is not new publish state, and then error. Here we have to just change the message, so failed to update publish status, please try again. Save this, and after that, here next method we are going to write it to return the get published count. So get published count, I want this to be returned from as a method call, so I'm just that's why I'm making it as like this. So return this dot publish video. We can also directly use this one as a variable, but yeah, we can also do in this way. And one more thing, like the duration, right, we are using as a minute or seconds, right? So here we can just use total duration, and here string type, and in this one const dot total, and this dot total duration in seconds, and const dot hours. Then this similar logic what we have in utils, we'll do it, but it's little bit different. We don't gonna change for seconds, we are just going to use for the hours and minute. 3600, and put semicolon, then const minutes math dot floor, and double parenthesis total 3600 and slash 60, not slash 60, divided by, and if hours 0, then we are going to return the return dollar and hours, and here we have to pass h and a space, then again dollar, and minutes. Okay, here we have to write s t, we have to remove t, and here minutes, and here after this m, and put semicolon, and after if condition just return without hour, so return this, and just remove a starting part over here like this. Okay, also need to remove this, and we are good. Also whenever hours is there, so it will just show like this, or else it will show like this, and get total duration is there. Then we have this format duration, which is used from the util services, which is related to each card. On each card we are showing that like a time, right? So for that one we have this seconds, and then we have number of type string, and this okay, this will be return this dot util services dot format duration, and then we have to pass the seconds, and then the last one, which is to get poster URL, and in this one we have to pass the video of type ini, and this one return this dot media services dot get media URL, and in this basically we have to pass video, which is object, and then we have to pass the image type I want, and then I also want to allow that use cache, which is set to true, and put semicolon. Okay, we are getting, okay, here we don't have to put the semicolon over here. Okay, save this, and now it's time. I think we already added the video dot list css file is already added. We have already added this css code in the last video, so, and the ts file coding is also completed. Now we have to move to the html part, so let's go over here. Now inside this header action, right, we have to add a button that basically allow users to refresh the page. So here we have to add button and mat icon button, it will be Mac icon button. And on click event, we have to call a method which is load, and disable whenever we are doing the loading, and class refresh btn button, and mat tool tip just to refresh the button, and then close this. And then we have mat icon and refresh this one. Save this. If I go to the UI, right here, you can see this particular button. And if I go to the inspect mode, and if I go to the network, if I click on this button, it should call a API. If I see, right, whenever we call the API, it should work, right? And it's calling the API. It's refreshing the web page, so it works fine. Now, outside of this particular header section, this div, we have to, and inside this one, we have to write the logic related to search section. So here, div class and search section, and in this div class and search wrapper, this one, and mat icon, and the class mat icon class and search and icon, and this one search, and in this we have input type, then we have text and class search dash input, and placeholder, it should be search by title or description, and then we also need to add ng model. So square bracket, that parenthesis, and then we have to write ng model. And in this one, basically we are search query, we have a field, right? So search query, and then we have a field like whenever input is added or something. So in that case, we have to call this particular method. So on search change and dollar event is there. Save this. And if I go over here, if I write something like say test, so I'm calling the APIs here. Okay, so if I see the payload, right, we have this test, and this is all the API call we can see here. Now get back over here again, and then search, then we have a button to clear that field. So star ng if search query is there, in that case mat icon dash button class clear btn, and on click clear search, and just close this. And then we have mat icon and close icon is there. If I save this, and then okay, it's throwing some kind of error. Okay, clear search does not exist. Okay, we don't have added here parenthesis. Save this. Now you can see error is gone. And after this, basically we have to add outside of this search wrapper, right? Search wrapper, we have to write the logic to search information, and here we have to write div class and search dash info, and in this one span star ng if, and here not loading, and then closes showing, and then we have this paged video start length off, then we have to show total element. total elements, and then we have videos. So basically we have this variable, right, where we are storing all the videos information. I'm just checking the length, and like first 10 record will be loaded, so it will show the 10 of, let's say 20 records we have, so it will show the 20. So for that we have this. So if I go over here, you can see 1 out of 1. If I clear this one, you see showing 2 out of 2. So it means that filter is also working and clear filter is also working. Now get back over here again. Then after this div close, search section is closed, and then we have to write the code to show the progress bar. So progress dash bar and star ng if, and whenever this is loading or mode intermediate, okay, intermediate, okay, and class and loading bar, and then close this. And if I go over here, it should show me some loader. No, it's quite fast. Yeah, you can see the for fraction of second the loader is visible, and this one is getting hidden because whenever the loader shows up, this should be hide. So it's working as expected. Now get back over here again, and then we have to write the logic related to show the stats. So after this progress, then we have to write like div class, and then we have to stats raw, and then star ng if, and over here not loading, and paged videos dot length, and this one 0, and close this. And in this one div class stat card, and close this one, and mat icon, and it should be video library. Save this, and in this one basically we have div class, and it should be stat content, so content, and here close this again. And in this one basically span dot class dot stat dot value, and we have to show the value. So total videos here we have to show, and just copy this one. We have to also show the label, so here we have to just write here label, and in this one total we have to remove this part, and we have to just write total videos, and just save this. If I go over here, it should show the total 2 videos are there and showing as a full screen, but when we add 3 it will get small automatically. Now let's get back to the VS Code, and over here if you see the stat card, I'm just going to copy paste this 2 times, first over here and then over here. Let me format this one, and here first in the first we have to change this to publish, and in this one we have to call a method get, we have right a method get published count. This one just paste over here, and then put this parenthesis, otherwise it will not work. And then we have this one, third one, so schedule, and here we have to change this to get total. We have one more method get total duration, this one, and paste it over here, and don't forget to add parenthesis and save this. Now if I go to the UI, you can see here we have total videos, which is 2, total videos which are published or which is visible to the user, which is 1, and this is the, okay, we did not change the text. Okay, let's fix that one. So total videos, and here we have to change this to published, published, and then we have total duration, save this, go back over here again. Now total 2 videos, published one, and total duration is 32 minutes. I think here in the minutes we have a space we should give it to. No, that will also looks good. Fine. Let's go to the video.html again, and over here we have to close this div. Outside of this particular div, we have to write the logic. So we have to just before last div closed, we have to write the logic. So create a one more div class and video create. So this is to show the actual cards to which we have. So star ng if, and then we have this loading, not loaded, and in that case, and paged videos dot length is greater than 0, and then close this, and then we have div class video card, and it should be a loop, so ng for loop, and let v of paged videos, and let's close this. Let me scroll a little bit, and then inside this one div class, and then we have card thumbnail nail, and on click basically we have to call a method which is to play the video. So here we have to write play, and then we have to just pass the v, which is video, and then we have to show the image, right? So inside this particular div we are going to show the image, we are going to show the play icon as well as duration as well as the status of it. So all those things logics we have to write it over here. So img, and here we have to write src, and in this one we have a method get poster, right? So this is get poster, so just copy paste over here and paste it over here, and in this one we are just going to pass the value, and then alt v dot title, and then class thumbnail dash eimg, and then close this, and then we have to show the play icon. So div dot class, and thumbnail image, instead of image overlay we have to write, and in this one we have to show mat icon, and the class play icon, and in this one play underscore circle, and outside of this particular div which is thumbnail overlay, we have to create one more div class, and status batch, and then we have a class dot publish, and in this one basically v dot published this one, and class dot draft, we have to just reverse that, so v dot publish this one, and press enter, and like v dot publish and question mark, and then we have to show published message, so published, or we have to show as a draft, so draft, save this. Now we have to show other information. Before that, let's see what we are able to see. Okay, it looked like it's not able to call the backend API properly. Here you don't need to worry about this because I was doing some cleanup activity, so I've deleted the image or videos from the backend folder, so that's why it's throwing this error. So what we will do is we are going to delete the all these two cards, and we will upload multiple videos, and then we validate it. Okay, so don't need to worry about it for now. Let's get back to the code, what we have writing it, and here we have completed the card thumbnail parts, right? This one, card thumbnail part, right? And we are able to see the draft and all those things, right? And just before this, right, I think one more div was there which I missed. So here div class, and duration batch, and star ng if, and v dot duration, and in this one we have to just call that format duration, format duration, and v dot duration, and yeah, this should able to call it. If I go over here, you are able to see the time, right? It is 20-second video, it is 32 seconds, 32 minutes and 10 seconds, so it's working as expected. We are just not able to show the, because the content does not exist. Fine. We have added this card details, and outside of this one, we have to create one more div, which is card content we have to show. So outside of this one, or inside the video card, we have to write div class, and here card content, and this one h3, and class, and card title, and on click we'll get options to edit it. Okay, so we can also do that. We can edit a particular video, so edit, and then we'll pass the video which we want to edit, and over here like v dot title, and then after this p class, and card dash description, and then we have to write like v dot description, and with no description, and let's format this one, format document, save this. And in the card content, basically we have this card title, descriptions are visible, and div class, and a card meta, and a div class meta item, and then star ng, and then we have if, and v dot, basically calling this one v dot year we want to show to the user or admin, so mat icon, and here let's close this one, and this will be calendar underscore today. Let me scroll a little bit, and here we have to show this in span the current year, so v dot year, and save this, and let's copy this particular div, and over here let me format this one, and in this one we have to change to rating, also need to change to the icon, so star, and over here rating, and after that the next will be to show the basically in the loop, right? So I'm going to copy paste this one and paste it over here again, format this, and this will be meta item, and here it will be like ngif v dot categories, and v dot categories or dot length 0 greater than, and then we have to show a category icon, so category, and v dot categories, this one dot join, and then we have to put comma and put a single quotes, and then comma and put a space, and after that just save this. So this one is also like the card meta is also completed. So if I go to the UI, I will able to see the information. So you can see the name, you can see the this year, you can see the rating, you can see the particular categories. So this one is working as expected. And after this we have to like provide a buttons, right? So outside of this particular div card meta over here, and here we have to write div class and card actions, and let's close this. Let me scroll over here, and button mat button and class action btn, and on click and edit you have to pass this one, and mat icon, then we have edit, and the text will be also edit. And after that let's copy this one and paste it over here, format this, and action button will be there, and the next will be danger, and then we have a remove one, so remove method, and then we have to change here to delete, and here also we have to change this to delete. Save. Now let's go to the UI, and we'll still see this. Okay, it looked like there is some issue in our service layer. I have tried to re-upload these two files and still we are seeing this issue, so I'm just going over here, then we'll go to the video list, and in this one, okay, this is user cache. No, this should be use cache. This is the one thing, but that's just a variable name change, so it's not gonna affect us, but just fix this. So use cache. Okay, in this one also we are getting here, so use cache just changes this one too, and then get back to the media service, media service.ts file, and we are at method get media URL. If I scroll a little bit down in line number 57, you can see here, right? And in this one, here we have to fix a small or do a small change, and after the type, right? Okay, first we have to change the name everywhere, so just fix this one first. Over here also change it and save this. Now error is gone, and on the 57 line here you can see this one, right? This is, and after this type also we have to add one more here, so just put a slash over here and save this. And after that if I scroll a little bit down line number 75, you can see the question mark, then we have equal symbols, which is not correct, that we need to remove it. So just remove this, and then save this. And now if I go to the UI, I'm able to see the card. So there was a issue in the UI, there was no issue in the backend, so we fixed it. And after that we have to write the code related to the video list, so just get back to the video list over here, not this component, video list.html. We have write the code related to delete. Now the next will be to mat slide toggle and color primary, and checked this one b dot published, and on change we have to call a method, so the method will be toggle published. This one we have to call, right? So just paste it over here, and then we have to pass event, so dollar event comma, and the v value we have to pass, or video one. So after that this one class and publish toggle, and just close this one. And we don't have to write anything inside this one, so just clear this, and then we have to go outside of this particular card, which is video grid card, because we have completed this a video part. So click on this. If you see there is a line, right? So just scroll down, and here you can see, which is end of the one we have to, before this we have to, after this basically we have to write the code. So now we have to write to code related to, like, we have to show the loader, as well as like whenever users reach to the last card, then we also need to show it, right? So div class load more container, and in this one div class and loading more, and then we have a star ng if, and here we have to write loading more, and then we have mat spinner diameter 40, and then we have to close this one, and then we have p paragraph, and then loading more videos dot dot dot, and close that if, right? And after that, if div reach to end of this one, so div class end of content, and then star ng if, and loading more, this one, and not hash more videos, and paged videos dot length is greater than 0. All this condition satisfied, in that case we reach to end of the page. So then we have to check underscore circle, and then we have to show a message that you have reached the end, no more videos to load, and this step is completed. If I go to the UI, if I scroll, you can see this one is visible, and you can see the symbol, and here this is a check circle. I think it's okay, circle, we have to correct this circle, and this was a normal tick, now it should be the circle. Now it looks good. And get back over here. Now if you want pagination, we'll discuss like how we will show multiple records we have to add, or we can just reduce the page size so that we can validate that pagination is working as expected or not. We'll do it. Let's add few more things over here. Let's add here div class and empty state, and star ng if, and not loading, and page videos dot length is equals to 0, and not search query, this one, and mat icon class and empty icon, and then we have video underscore library, this one, and then h2 no videos yet, start, then we have to write here start building your video library by uploading your first video. So this is the message we will show to the user. Then we will show a button related to the user to that can open that upload page. So raised button, and color primary, and on click we have to just open create new method, that will open a dialog. So here then we have mat icon add underscore circle, and then we have upload video. Save this, and after this one more div we want to create, which is like whenever, let's use a search it, right, and nothing to show. In that case, this will be visible to the user, and like no empty, no result found, and those type of empty messages. So div class empty state, and then star ng if, and not loading, and page videos dot length is equals to 0, and search query are there. Search query, and then we have to close this, and mat icon, and class empty icon, and then search off underscore off, and then we have to show h2 no result found, and then we have a paragraph to no videos match. Then we have to show the in double quotes the search query. So search query, this one, and then we have options to clear the text, which so raised and dash button and color primary, and on click we have to clear search, and then mat icon clear search. Now save this. Now get back to the UI. Now you can see right here, I'm just writing something random. You can see I'm getting the no result found, no video match with this particular text. If I clear the text, you can see I'm able to see the data. Now let me click on edit. Now it's time to validate the edit, right? So as we already completed the testing related to upload a new video, but we did not complete it for edit, so I'm just editing this video. So I'm just going to select some random video. Let's select this one, and then I also want to change the image, so let's delete this one and go to the image section and just select this one and changes to 1, changes to 2024, changes to G, and make drama to the action and make it as unpublished. So every values, most of us we have changed it, so we have saved this. You can see here we are getting temp1, temp2, and then we have test 1 and 2024Z. Everything is changed as per expected, and then let's delete some records. So this is related over here, and let's also delete this one. So now you can see no video yet. So this is like whenever there's no videos are available, so by default, so it will show this one. And let's upload any videos. So let's upload at least 2 videos over here. Let me quickly do that. So here I have added 3 different videos over here. You can see this is 32 minutes video, this is 14 seconds, this is 12 seconds. So I'm just going to click on it. It will not gonna play right as of now, but we'll test it out later, and let's validate others. Edit, we already check it. Delete, it also working as expected. Let's try to delete once again, and you can see it has been deleted, and you can see the total published. And if I click on it, it will be disabled. It should call a method, right? If I refresh this, it should call a method, and it looked like it not working as expected. It should throw some errors. So let's go to the console here first. No errors. Okay, let's check out the HTML code. Okay, so I got the issue. So we have to scroll up, and we have this match slide toggle, right? And in this we have changed this one. So this C is capital, so we have to just change this to small, because that's why it's not able to trigger the event. So if I go over here, and if I go to the network and clear it, and if I change this to this one, and now I am able to see that it get triggered. If I click on again, you can see the API call is there. So that's just a event trigger one was not working. So now let's get back over here and let's do one more testing related to the load more data. So I'm just changing the page size to 1, but you have to revert that to the 10, or you can increase it as per your choice. So you can see right now it only loads me the data which is 1, showing 1 out of 2 videos. If I scroll, if you see the network tab, if I scroll a little bit down and if I reach to the bottom, automatically calls one more API. And in this one, basically this is a page 1. We need size 1. So this is, in this way, basically it loads more data. If I scroll a little bit more down, you can see you reach to the end of the, but behavior is different. If I scroll, refresh this, it will call just page 0 with 1 record. If I scroll again, it will call page 1 with 1 size. So it means that this is also working as expected. Let's revert to the 10, and everything on this page is working, look like as expected. Delete only the play part is not implemented till now. So in the next video we are going to work on the player. So this is all about this video page. I hope you guys like this video, so please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.